Hey, welcome back. You are listening to Speak English Fluently Now, and if this is your first time here, you picked the perfect episode to start with. I'm Aria, and today we are talking about something that happens to every single one of us. Someone says something rude, someone cuts in line, someone talks over you at work, and you just freeze. You don't know what to say. You feel your face go red, and later, in the shower, you think of the perfect response. Sound familiar?
Oh, that shower moment is real. I have full conversations in there. I'm Jack, by the way, and yes, I have rehearsed entire arguments with my bathroom tiles. Don't judge me.
We are not judging, we are relating, and that is exactly why today's episode is so important. We're going to teach you what to say in real English when someone disrespects you. Calm, confident, natural English. Not textbook, not aggressive, just real.
Before we get into it, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that right now. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Trust me, this channel will change how you speak English.
Now, picture this. You're at work, you've worked on a project for 2 weeks, you present it in a meeting, and your colleague says, in front of everyone, "I don't think you understood the brief." Your heart drops. Everyone is looking at you. What do you say?
That feeling is the worst. I'd probably just say sorry and sit down, which is wrong, right?
So wrong. And that's what we're fixing today. Let's go. Rule number 1. Stay calm before you speak. I know this sounds obvious, but when someone disrespects you, your brain goes into panic mode. Your hands might shake, your voice might go up. The first rule is, do not respond immediately. Take one slow breath first. That pause is powerful. It shows you are in control.
But isn't a pause awkward? Like, people would think I have nothing to say?
Actually, no. Here's the thing. Confident people pause. It looks like you're thinking carefully. It looks like you're choosing your words. So let's say your boss snaps at you in front of the team. Instead of firing back or going quiet, you pause, breathe, then say calmly, "I'd like to talk about that after the meeting." Or your friend cancels plans last minute again and you're angry. You don't text back immediately. You wait 10 minutes. Then you say, "Hey, I want to be honest with you. This is the 3rd time and it's starting to bother me." Or imagine someone at a shop speaks rudely to you. You stop, breathe, then say quietly, "I'd appreciate it if you spoke to me with a little more respect."
Okay, let me try one. So, someone is rude to me at a restaurant, and I take a breath and say, "Could you please not talk to me like that?"
Perfect. That's exactly it. Clean, calm, direct. Remember this. Pause before you respond. One breath can change the whole conversation. Rule number 2. Use I statements instead of you attacks. This is a big one. When you say, "You were so rude," the other person gets defensive. They stop listening. But when you say, "I felt dismissed when you said that," they hear you differently. You're not attacking them. You're explaining your experience.
Oh, interesting. So it's not about blaming, it's about explaining how you feel.
Exactly. Compare these 2 versions. Version 1, "You always interrupt me." Aggressive, accusatory. Version 2, "I feel like I don't get a chance to finish my thoughts sometimes." Same message, but calm and mature. Another example, instead of saying, "You embarrassed me in front of everyone," say, "I felt really embarrassed when that happened." Or instead of, "You never listen to me," try, "I feel like I'm not being heard right now." The message gets through without starting a fight.
So if a coworker takes credit for my idea, I could say, "I feel like my contribution wasn't acknowledged in that meeting."
That's brilliant, Jack. Genuinely. See, you're getting it. Remember, I feel, I noticed, I'd like. Those 3 starters will save you in almost every difficult conversation. Rule number 3. Set a clear, polite boundary. This is where many English learners get stuck. They know they're upset, but they don't know how to say, "Stop." Here's how native speakers do it. They use a short, clear sentence that names the behavior and the limit.
Like what? What kind of sentences?
Like these. I'm happy to continue this conversation when the tone changes. That's professional, calm, and firm. Or, I don't accept that kind of language. Let's speak respectfully. Or if a family member keeps bringing up a sore topic, I'd rather not discuss that. Can we talk about something else? Each of these sentences does one thing. It tells the other person, this is where I draw the line, without drama, without shouting.
What if someone keeps pushing after you set the boundary?
You repeat it calmly. That's called the broken record technique. You say the same boundary one more time without raising your voice. As I said, I'm not going to discuss this right now. That consistency, that's confidence. Memory tip: a boundary is not a threat. It's a line you draw with a steady hand. Rule number 4, choose your exit with grace. Sometimes the best move is to leave the situation temporarily, not running away, ending it with dignity. Native speakers have polished ways to do this.
So, how do you exit without looking weak or rude?
You use confident exit phrases. I think we both need a moment to cool down. Let's talk later. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. Or, I'm going to step away from this conversation for now. Or in a professional setting, I think we should table this for now and come back to it when we're both ready. Leaving calmly is one of the most powerful things you can do. It shows the other person that you are not going to be dragged into disrespect.
Okay, so if a client is being really aggressive on a call, I could say, I think it would be best if we schedule to follow up once we've both had time to review things.
That is a professional's answer right there. Well done. Key rule: your exit should always open a door for resolution later. Don't slam it shut, just close it gently for now. Quick pronunciation tip: native speakers almost never say, I would like to. In natural, fast speech, they say, I'd like to. The would gets swallowed. So listen to the difference.
Wrong version, I would like to speak with you. Right version, let me try. I'd like to speak with you.
Yes, much more natural. Also, I'm going to becomes I'm gonna in casual speech, and let us becomes let's. Don't worry about sounding perfect, worry about sounding natural. Listeners, try it right now. Say, I'd like to address that. Say it again. I'd like to address that. Great. Phrase pack time. 10 phrases you can use when someone disrespects you. Listeners, repeat each one softly after us. Say it out loud. That's how it sticks. Phrase 1. I'd appreciate it if you spoke to me differently.
I'd appreciate it if you spoke to me differently. Like when a stranger at the grocery store is being impatient with you.
Exactly. This phrase is polite but clear. It tells them the current tone is not acceptable without being aggressive. Use it when someone speaks rudely to you in public or at work. Phrase 2. That comment was uncalled for.
That comment was uncalled for. Like when someone makes a rude joke at your expense in a group.
Uncalled for means unnecessary and inappropriate. Native speakers use this when someone says something that crosses a line. It's direct without being aggressive. Phrase 3. I'm not comfortable with the way this conversation is going.
I'm not comfortable with the way this conversation is going. I'd use this if someone starts getting personal during an argument.
This is a calm way to pause and redirect. It signals that something needs to change before you continue. Phrase 4. Let's keep this respectful.
Let's keep this respectful. Short, professional. I'd say this if a meeting starts getting heated.
Perfect for workplace situations. It pulls the conversation back to a professional level without pointing fingers. Phrase 5. I'd like to address that.
I'd like to address that. If someone says something wrong about me in a meeting, I'd use this before correcting them.
This phrase signals that you're going to respond thoughtfully. It buys you time and sounds composed. Phrase 6. That's not something I'm going to accept.
That's not something I'm going to accept. Sounds firm. I'd use this if a landlord tries to blame me for something that isn't my fault.
This is a strong boundary phrase. Use it when you need to stand firm on something important. Phrase 7. I hear you, but I see it differently.
I hear you, but I see it differently. Useful when someone is being dismissive of your point of view.
This phrase shows you're listening, but it also holds your ground. It's respectful disagreement. Phrase 8. Can we take a step back?
I'd say this if a friend and I are arguing and is getting emotional.
This is a reset phrase. It creates space in the conversation. Very useful before things escalate. Phrase 9. I'd rather talk about this when we're both calm.
I'd rather talk about this when we're both calm. If my roommate and I are having a heated argument late at night,
Smart and mature. This delays the conversation until both sides are ready to communicate properly. Phrase 10. I need you to hear me on this.
this sounds serious, like when I really need my point to land.
Yes, this signals importance. It asks for attention before you deliver your key message. Use it when the moment really matters. Listeners, go back and repeat all 10. Play this section again if you need to. Quiz time. 5 questions. Listeners, try to answer before Jack does. Ready? Question 1. Multiple choice. Your colleague interrupts you while you're presenting. Do you say A, stop interrupting me, or B, I'd like to finish my point, please?
Has to be B. Option A sounds too aggressive and you're at work.
Correct. B is professional and direct. A would make the situation worse. In a professional setting, how you say something matters as much as what you say. Question 2. Correct the mistake. What's wrong with this sentence? You always make me feel bad.
Oh, it's a you attack, right? It should be I feel bad when this happens.
Exactly right. You always sounds like an accusation. I feel sounds like honest communication. One starts a fight, the other starts a conversation. Phrase 3. Make it softer. How would you make this more natural? Do not speak to me like that.
Maybe I'd appreciate it if you spoke to me a little differently.
Beautiful. That carries the same message, but it sounds measured, not reactive. Same boundary, more grace. Question 4. Real life situation. A family member makes a rude comment about your job at dinner. What do you say?
I'd probably say something like, I'd rather we kept things positive tonight. Let's talk about something else.
That's a strong response. You acknowledged the discomfort, redirected the conversation, and kept your dignity. Listeners, what would you say? Write it in the comments. Question 5. Open answer. How do you feel after today's lesson? What's one phrase you'll use this week? Think about it. Your answer is personal, and that's what makes it real.
Mine is, I hear you, but I see it differently. I feel like I can finally push back without starting a war.
That's the goal. Confidence, not confrontation. Now let's do a natural dialogue. Jack and I are coworkers, not teacher and student, just 2 people in a real situation. Listen carefully for the phrases we use.
So, I heard Marcus tell the whole team that the delay on the Henderson report was your fault.
I know, I saw the email. Honestly, I'm not comfortable with the way this situation is being handled.
Are you going to say something to him?
I'd like to address that, yes, but I want to wait until we're both calm. No point having that conversation when I'm still this annoyed.
Fair enough. Do you want me to be there?
Maybe. I need him to hear me on this one. The delay happened because of the data he sent late, and I have the emails to prove it.
That comment was uncalled for, especially in front of the whole team.
Exactly. I hear him, he's under pressure, but I see it differently, and I'm not going to let it slide.
Good. Let me know if you need backup.
Now, did you hear the phrases? I'm not comfortable with the way this situation is being handled. I'd like to address that. I need him to hear me on this. That comment was uncalled for. I hear him, but I see it differently. 5 phrases, used naturally in a real conversation. That's what fluency looks like. Common mistakes time. Learners often make these. Let's fix them right now. Mistake 1, saying, you make me angry, instead of saying, I feel angry when this happens. The first version sounds like a personal attack. The second explains your internal experience. This is why you statements always create defensiveness. People stop listening when they feel accused.
Okay, I have to be honest. I almost made this mistake in our dialogue. I wanted to say, you always side with Marcus, but I changed it.
Good catch. That's growth. The correct version would be, I feel unsupported when that happens. See the difference? Mistake 2. Saying, I want you to stop, instead of, I'd like to ask you to stop. This is about softening without losing your point. I want sounds demanding. I'd like to sounds polished and assertive at the same time. The phrasing matters enormously in English, especially in professional settings. Mistake 3. Over-apologizing. Don't say, I'm sorry, but I feel. You don't need to apologize for having feelings. Just say, I feel, directly. Over-apologizing makes you sound unsure of yourself. It takes power out of your message.
I do that all the time. Sorry, but yeah, that's gone from my vocabulary now.
Good. Own your message. You have nothing to apologize for when you're expressing how you feel. Guided practice time. I'll give 4 situations. Jack responds, then you try too. Don't just listen, say something out loud. Situation 1. Workplace. Your manager sends a passive-aggressive email saying your report leaves a lot to be desired. How do you respond in the next meeting?
I'd say, I'd like to address the feedback on the report. I'd appreciate some specific points so I can improve the next one.
Professional, constructive, and confident. You're not being defensive, you're asking for clarity. Now you try, listeners. What would you say? Say it out loud. Situation 2. Friendship. Your best friend made fun of your accent in front of a group. Later, you text them.
I text, hey, I need you to hear me on this. What happened earlier didn't feel great. I know you didn't mean harm, but I felt embarrassed.
That is honest, mature, and kind. You addressed it without destroying the friendship. Now you try. Situation 3. Shopping. A sales assistant ignores you for several minutes and then speaks to you dismissively.
I'd say calmly, I'd appreciate it if you spoke to me differently. I've been waiting, and I just need some help.
Perfect. Calm, clear, no drama. That's confidence in a real-world setting. Situation 4. Family dinner. A relative keeps questioning your life choices in front of everyone.
I'd say, I'd rather we didn't go there tonight. Let's keep things positive. Can we talk about something else?
Smooth redirection. No argument, no escalation. That's how you protect your peace at the family table. Listeners, pick one of these 4 situations and write your own response in the comments. We read every single one. Recap. Let's bring it all together. Rule 1.
Pause before you speak. Breathe. That 1 second changes everything.
Rule 2. Use I statements, not you attacks. Explain your experience, not their fault.
Rule 3. Set a boundary clearly and calmly. Short sentence, no drama.
Rule 4. Exit with grace when needed. Close the door gently, don't slam it.
And the big takeaway?
You don't need to be loud to be powerful. Calm English said with confidence is more effective than anything you shout. Before we go, here is your practice challenge for this week. Think of a situation, real or imagined, where someone didn't treat you with respect. How would you respond using today's language? Jack, show us.
Okay. A colleague once told me that my presentation was a bit all over the place in front of the client, and I just said, thanks. Now I'd say, I'd like to address that. I'd appreciate it if we discussed feedback privately next time. Done. Confident, clean.
Love it. Now it's your turn. Write your response in the comments below. Your real-life situation, your phrase, your answer. We are going to read them and reply.
And if this episode helped you, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and share it with one friend who needs to hear this. Seriously, it only takes 2 seconds, and it means the world to us.
Thank you for spending time with us today. You showed up, you practiced. That matters.
Until next time, take care of yourself and speak up when it counts.
Every word you learn is a door you get to open. Keep going. We'll see you next time on Speak English Fluently Now.